But going back to the beginning, because it's as I said, we've got an international audience, people who tune in from all around the world. So we always like to start off where you guys were born and raised and sort of track your journey from there. So
All
who,
right.
who wants to go
I was
first?
born,
Yeah.
I'll go first. I was born in Detroit, Michigan,
Okay.
and I moved to Atlanta when I was 5 years old. I have been here ever since. So, whenever someone asks me where I'm from, I always say I'm from Atlanta. I was born in Detroit, but I'm from Atlanta because I've been here so long from like kindergarten all the way through college. And
Okay.
so Brandy can tell you, where she was born.
Yeah, we were actually both born in Detroit, Michigan.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
so crazy. Yes,
Right. It
and
was destined to be. I'm moving over here now.
destined to be. Yes, born in Detroit and shipped to Atlanta. Came to Atlanta at 10,
Okay.
and I've been here ever since. I've moved back and forth a few times. My family is still there. I still have a lot of family there, but Atlanta's home. I always say I'm part peach. I'm just as much Detroit as I am Atlanta at this point, and yeah, Atlanta is home.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's why I saw on IG that you guys were at Motown. So I was thinking you said Homecoming. I'm thinking I didn't understand. So I can relate that that's actually, Detroit, the Motor City, Motown. So that's
Yes.
when.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. Do you have, I mean, I'm sure Samara at 5, you probably don't have too much memories of Detroit.
No,
No.
I don't. I really don't. I just know I was born at Hustle Hospital and I lived on 8 Mile in Ohio on the west side. So that's why I stopped. I used to tell people I'm from Detroit. I used to tell them that all the time. And then they started asking me questions. So you know about this and you know about that. And I'm like, no, not really. I'm like, you know what? I'm from Atlanta. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know I can
okay.
tell you everything about Atlanta.
What about yourself, Randy? Do you remember much of Detroit? And the
Yes.
reason I ask is because Detroit has this reputation of being, violent and and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love Detroit. Let me tell you, I have a lot of great memories of Detroit. My mother, she is still lived there when she passed. So, Detroit was home for her. She would never leave. She was
Wow.
Detroit to the end.
Yeah.
As much as I wanted her to get out of there, she would not. But my grandmother's still there. So I'm in Detroit a lot.
Okay.
I lived there. I was married before, and my ex-husband is from Detroit, so we live there. And yeah, Detroit is known for its Motown history, but it's also known for its reckless violence and
Wow.
all of that. But what I will say is that Detroit is making a comeback. I mean, it's a lot of money has been put into that city, and they're trying to make a serious turnaround. And I'm super excited for it. I'm actually looking to go and buy some property there because
Wow.
it is turning around to become a major competitor in the United States. Like this city is turning around. So don't
Wow.
sleep on Detroit,
Right.
y'all.
And you can literally like look across the water and see Canada. That is so
Yes.
cool. In downtown Detroit. Like that's amazing. Like see another
Yeah.
country just looking across what's the name of the
Yep.
body of water? It's not
Windsor. It's not
It's Windsor,
it's
Canada,
Windsor,
but
Canada. Mhm.
what is that? It's not Lake Michigan, but it's something else.
No, it's what is that lake?
Well,
We
it's a
don't
lake that
know.
you can look across and you can
Yeah.
see Windsor, Canada, and it's so
There's a
cool.
lake.
Yeah, goodness. I went to college in Milwaukee, and I tell you, it was the coldest. Yeah, it was really cold. And initially, I moved to the States in '92, and my family lived in Selma, Alabama.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah,
Rich
Selma, Alabama.
history there.
Selma,
Yeah.
Alabama. And when I moved to Selma in '92, the mayor who stopped the voting in, where Martin Luther Day marched was still the
Mhm.
mayor of Selma in '92. So since the
Wow.
'60s, when he stopped the march with Martin Luther King across, so he was still the mayor when I got there in '92. So
Wow.
it,
What?
yeah, he was still the
That
mayor.
is
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
that is
when it
crazy.
comes to the music side, when did you, so I mean, Samara, when did you start singing then? How did the singing start come to you?
I've been singing since I was 3 years old. I just, I loved Whitney Houston growing up. I was absolutely obsessed with Annie. Okay, do you
Oh,
know who Annie is? Annie,
the,
tomorrow.
yeah.
I love you. Yes, that like I would have like temper tantrums like on the ground, just screaming at the top of my lungs tomorrow. And I just love singing. I that's all I ever wanted. Like all I ever wanted was a record deal. Like even when I was
Wow.
13 years old, I would go to school and I'd be like just making up these stories like, yo, I got this producer that, wants to sign me to his record label. You want to join my group? Just asking random people like in school, you want to join my group that I'm just trying to put together. And so I look in the yellow pages, which they don't have telephone books
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah,
but
yeah,
back in the
yellow
day,
page.
I looked at the telephone book and I found some type of producer. I think it was, I don't know, Tight to Death Records or production or something. I don't know what it was. So I just called them and
Wow.
I ended up interviewing with them and singing for them. And so we formed an urban country group called Boots.
Urban
And
country. Wow.
yes, yes, urban country.
So
So
Beyonce has nothing on you guys then, on you back then. Then.
yeah, we've been doing country since 1993. Okay.
Okay. Tell them.
So yeah, and so me and Natina, we've known each other since we were 10 years old. So when we were 13, I told her about the group called Boots. And I wanted her to come join it. And she came and joined the group. So it was me and Natina and two other girls. And then Natina's father, he's a pastor. So he told her he didn't want her to sing secular music anymore.
Wow.
So she ended up leaving the group, and I kept going on. I ended up joining another group that was R&B, kind of like four-girl group, like in Vogue, called Intrigue. This is when I was about 14 years old. And we would like perform at all these different talent shows throughout the city of Atlanta. And one day we performed at a talent showcase, and I saw this beautiful girl up there with bell bottoms on, hip hugger pants, 12 years old, performing solo, singing Brandi, I wanna be down. Yes. And I was like, oh my God, she was so good. So then when she got off stage, we talked, and her name that's Brandi right down there. That's
Okay.
Brandi, who I'm talking about. So Brandi, she got off stage from singing, and I was like, what's your name? She's like, my name is Brandi. I said, where are you from? And she said, I'm from Detroit. And I was like, oh, I'm from Detroit too. We're sisters. And ever since
Yes.
then, she was
Wow.
12, I was 15, and she ended up coming and joining the like Intrigue R&B group that I was in for like a little bit of time. And then something happened where she wasn't in the group anymore. And then Natina ended up oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm just telling the whole story, Brandi. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's fine. Keep going. Keep
Okay.
going.
And then Natina, we was in the group. Natina ended up hooking up with Ronald Lopes, which is Lisa Lopez's brother. Left Eye, Lisa Left Eye Lopes. And so she called me one day because she apparently talked her dad into letting her sing secular music again or something. I don't know, but she was on the road once again. So she called me and said, I hooked up with Lisa Left Eye Lopes and she wants to build a group around me. She was real feisty like that. Can y'all hear me? It's a big old helicopter. But so I was like, oh my God. I was like kind of scared because I was like, I don't want to leave my group that I've been with for so long, but I am such a huge fan of TLC and Natina's like one of my best friends. So of course I'll come join the group. And so we needed one more girl. And I remembered that girl, that beautiful girl that was up there on stage. I Want to Be Down by Brandi. And I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I'm going to call her up and see if she'll come join the group. So we called her up. She came and auditioned, and the rest is history. We have been together ever since. Lisa fell in love with us. She even stole us from her younger brother, Ronald, and said, this is my
Yes.
group.
Yes, she did.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
And somewhere in between
us for even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
she's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No, okay, you're lucky.
They don't understand what Jodeci Boys and Men and all spirits.
Play it.
And all these guys, they all work together.
I mean, I love all different genres.